Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we're going to be going over the patch 5.57 notes. So we should have this and then patch 5.58. Patch 5.58 is going to be bringing the data center travel, as well as a few things that are definitely missing from patch 5.57. But yeah, let's just dive right into it because I've got a busy day of Relic grinding ahead of me. So first of all, I pretty much expected this for 5.57. Savage, the latest tier of Savage, has been unlocked. You can now farm it as much as you want. 2 treasure coffers will always appear. The weekly restrictions on rewards obtained has been removed. The weekly entrance restrictions have all been removed, so you can do them whenever, how. You don't need like lockouts or things like that, people to skip you, any of that. It's just completely unlocked. You can do it as much as you want. I didn't think they would actually add Echo, however. So now there is a 10% Echo that is available there. It will always be available, which is going to make grinding any items you may want for Reaper or Sage, for example, it's going to be a lot easier. I really didn't think there would be a 10% Echo immediately, but maybe I just don't remember the previous Savages as well as I thought I did. So yeah, good luck with all the Savage grinding. I might actually get on that because I could use a weapon or two. Definitely could use a weapon or two. Tower Paradigm's Breach is part of the Alliance Roulette. Okay. It's not gonna stop. I'm still gonna get Crystal Tower every time, so it's not like it matters. And here we go. Now we have Save the Queen adjustments. Now, I figured they would make a single adjustment to Save the Queen. I figured we'd get a time-worn step nerf. And while that is present, they also did a bunch of other things that give me mixed feelings. Only because it's me. But they're good things, but just for me... Field notes of Delubrum have been added to the possible rewards for brought to heal and no camping allowed. It never made sense to me that Delubrum's notes only came from one of Delubrum's skirmishes. So they've added it to the other ones, and I don't know why this took that long. That's fine. That should have been that way ages ago. The second one, treasure chests that appear after freeing hostages during the critical engagement, Castrum Lacus Latori, will now yield more forgotten fragments. I was like, alright, that means the prices on those are going to go down a decent bit, but whatever, I'll still probably make a little bit of money, because, you know, it's probably, it's whatever. I've still got clusters and everything. It'll be fine. The amount of metal earned for completion of Castrum Lacus Latori has been increased. We'll see how much. I don't know yet. I'm sure someone's already done it and has posted it, but I can't imagine that it's enough to make that much of a difference. It'll probably be nice for anyone who's still in there from ranks 10 to 15 instead of going right into Delubrum and then Zadnor, but I guess it's just nice for anyone who goes back and does it in the first place while they're doing the metal grind. I guess it really depends on the value. And then... Alright, so two sides to this coin. Number of potion clusters required in exchange for the following items from the Resistance Quartermaster has been reduced from 3 to 1. All of the Forgotten Fragments. So these Forgotten Fragments are used to earn pure essences that you can use inside of Delubrum Reginate. There are also actions tied to them, Lost Flare Star being a very popular one, Dervish, as well as Lost Rend. Is it Lost Rend? No, it's not Lost Rend, is it? I don't even remember, but there's actions tied to them. Seraph Strike is definitely one of them. And, yeah... Man, I make a lot of gil off these. A lot. I'm probably not making a lot of gil off of these anymore. However, the good news is, of course, they're only one cluster apiece, right? So now nobody's gonna not have an essence on in Delubrum, right? Right? No way anyone just still doesn't use one. They're so easy to get now. If I see you without an essence inside of Delubrum, you were 3 times as lazy as you were before. Use an essence. Stop being lazy. Please. That's the nicest way I can think to put it. If I'm going to make less gil, my runs better be faster because of this change. That's all I'm saying. However, the big change is the number of time-worn artifacts received upon completing Delubrum Reginate has been increased from 1 to 3. I thought they were going to make this change in 0.55. Some people wanted 5 a run. I knew that wasn't going to happen. There's no way. But this should have happened earlier. This is overdue, but it's happened. So I guess I'll just do every resistance weapon then. I'll just juice every run. I don't care. I'm ready to go. The field record entry for Fren Urit has been adjusted. Okay, I guess I don't remember the error in that, but you know, I don't remember reading hers too intently. The weekly limitation on tombstones has been doubled. Yeah, they do that whenever they unlock Savage. That's not a surprise. They also have the Visit Another World server option in the subcommand during character select. So this is just to log into another world in the case that the world you're trying to log into is already full. So it says if you're having difficulty logging into your home world or it's overly congested, it doesn't let you pick the server that it's going to send you to. It's just for getting in the game as soon as possible. And it will also send you to the Aetheryte in your starting city, whatever it was. So it says it's not available under certain conditions, such as after logging out while undertaking certain duties. That's fine, but more options for dealing with congestion. Always good to see ahead of an expansion launch later this year. And now, of course, we have to wait for data center travel to see how that pans out. Quest completion can now be confirmed via character profile page on the lodestone. Oh, just for all quests? That's interesting. So I was actually having a discussion about, I guess, properly gauging the number of active players in Final Fantasy XIV, because there's a lot of data scraping that goes on from different sources that really doesn't, I guess, scrutinize their conditions for what's considered active very much. And Lucky Boncho, who we haven't had do one in a while, he always had very, very specific conditions. And I'd imagine that if he ever does one again, that this would probably be used to definitely narrow down what is considered an active player. So this is interesting. That's the thing I'm looking forward to seeing the most, is people who do data scraping and analysis to see how they use it to determine the number of active players at any given time. Because the other sources we see most of the time have no sort of scrutiny, and it's just the number gets ballooned way higher than it probably is. The following issues have been addressed. Okay, an issue. I remembered hearing about like Lion and like certain things in the Lion duel not showing up correctly. I don't remember what caused it though. I don't remember if it was like culling because too many people were watching or something like that. But I do remember people telling me about that. What about the issue on Menenias? What's going on with the Menenias issue that still hasn't been fixed? I guess they haven't figured out how, but sometimes his acceleration bombs will blow up even if you're not moving and you haven't been moving for several seconds. And sometimes his, what's it called? His march just doesn't do anything and has still not been fixed. It's whatever. It's fine. I beat him God knows how many times. Yamatsumi, the Harbinger, did not display correctly during certain skirmishes. Okay. Weapon refrain where players were not incapacitated when touching the edge of the battlefield. Interesting. I was unaware of such a thing. That's certainly not very ultimate game, so thank you for fixing that. Flower shower emote effects did not display correctly. The raptor mount did not function. Emotes didn't function properly when used on it. Some PS5 issues where music and sound did not play upon entering and undertaking certain duties, and then some other minor text issues and various other issues. Wait. An issue where in the text in the field record... Wait. So you're telling me this has been adjusted, but a known issue is it's not... Okay. All right. And then sometimes changing the display language in the game's launcher causes the client to freeze on a loading screen. All right. Anyway, that is patch 5.57. Nothing major. There's no more major content patches for anyone who's expecting to see that with these. They are mostly touch-up and catch-up mechanics for people to get items before the expansion comes out. We do still have the Make It Rain event coming up soon. We do still, of course, have the Rising coming for the anniversary of the game. And then we do have the Final Fantasy 15 event returning in a couple of months. So there will be a few other things to keep an eye on over that time. I myself, however, really wish that my system sounds wouldn't go off in the middle of recordings, but that's a-okay because now I know SteelSeries needs to be updated. So I'm going to be doing a few events, Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers replaythroughs to see how long they take and just to re-experiencing them before Endwalker. And then also I'm going to be doing my new player initiative. When 5.58 launches, we'll just be sitting around, and any new player that needs help with a queue, I'll be going to whatever server data center they're on to help them. So I'm looking forward to some of this stuff because I'm going to make my own content over the next several months. But anyway, thanks for watching. I got to go actually do my live stream now. I've been live this whole time, and people have just been staring at me during this whole thing. But I got to go play video games. So I'll see you in the next video, and until then,